Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch The Boys Season 3, Episode 5. Quick reminder, before beginning this Episode 5, I want to remind you that I'm gonna be late for the Episode 8. I know it already. I'm gonna be on vacations, you know. I'm gonna take some holidays with my friends, so I already know that I'm gonna be late for the Episode 8. I'm gonna post it later during the day for Patreon. On YouTube, I don't know, it's gonna depend of YouTube. Maybe I'm gonna be late only during the day, maybe it's gonna be on Tuesday, maybe it's gonna be on Wednesday. I don't know, but I prefer to warn you. I'm saying that, and I know that some of you still you're gonna be like, where is the Episode 8? Do your job. Please watch my intros, read things that I'm posting. You know the schedule that I post each Monday on YouTube, Patreon and Twitter. Do your job. But I'm saying it right now because I already know that it's gonna be a big episode. You know that I'm not searching for informations, for trailers for episodes, for promotional pictures, and not even the titles of the different episodes. And still, right there, I already know the name of the last episode of this season because of the fact that so many people are talking about it that at some point, you know, it's on my Twitter feed. And I can't help myself but to read it and to know that it's gonna be a big episode. Herogasm, I think that it's the name of it. And it's the adaptation, you know, of something. And that something, you know, I don't know if it's a book or a comic, really shocked a lot of people already when it was written. And apparently on screen it's gonna be something so much that a member of the casting, I don't know who, didn't watch the episode in question, like doesn't want to watch this episode just because of how shocking it's gonna be. So apparently the last episode of this season 3 is gonna be epic but really shocking. So I'm sure that you guys, you know, you're gonna want to share your thoughts, your shock with people, maybe with me, maybe on my channel in the comments. So that's why I prefer to remind you in each intros that I know that I'm gonna be late for the Episode 8. Not that much, I mean some hours or just one day, it's not a lot, you know, but just in case, I remind you that information. Right there, we are here for The Boys, for this Episode 5. I warn you also that I'm filming really early, it's 7 AM. It's really early during the day, but I'm forced to film at that moment, not because of my schedule, but because of the temperatures outside. We are living in France some days, like 4 days, 5 days of Saharan temperatures, and today it's gonna be the hottest day, which means that outside it's gonna be 42 degrees Celsius. I'm gonna put right there how many it is in Fahrenheit, just to tell you, like, for the comparison, it's gonna be as hot in France as in Dubai. Like, we're not living at the same place. Like, it's natural to have that kind of temperature in Dubai, not in France. And outside it's gonna be 42 degrees. Inside of my apartment, I can't even imagine. Like, yesterday I went to 30 degrees Celsius. Again, I'm gonna put right there how many it is in Fahrenheit, without seeing the light. Like, really, I closed my blinds all of the day from 8 AM to midnight. Like, really, I closed my blinds, I didn't see the light of the day, and still I went to 30 degrees. And no, we don't have climatization and stuff like that. I mean, in France it's really rare in buildings and apartments to have climatization, and when I'm saying really rare, no, we don't have that. We have that in shops, in theaters, in hospitals, in places like that, but not in our apartments. Everyone has his or her own climatization, you know, that we are buying ourselves, but not in apartments and buildings. So I have mine. It's really a little one that I'm putting all of the day on my feet and really all of the night on my face. I have that, but I can't put it to film because it would make too many noise. So that's why I'm filming really early. Still, it's really hot, and because of that, you know, I might be a little like do things really like really not slow. That's not a slow show that we're gonna watch together, but really like don't do too many complicated things. We'll see. Oh, I want to talk also about the powers that Butcher and Hughie they had, you know, by taking that temporary V. I talked about it with one of you, with some of you in the comments, but also with one of you on Twitter, the fact that for me, really, Hughie, the power that he had during that moment, it was A-Train power. One of you said that it was teleportation, one of you said that it was jumping from a place to another. I think that it was that. I can't remember all of your ideas, but for me it was really A-Train power, and I found that really interesting with the fact that for Butcher it was Homelander powers. So can it be possible that when you are taking temporary V, you are taking the power which traumatized you the most? I mean the power which is the most present into your mind because of a trauma or because of something else, but you know, something which impacted you so much that you are keeping it in mind. No matter what, it's interesting that they have the same powers than their nemesis, the people that they were against, they were or they are against the most. I'm saying they were because Hughie, I don't know if we can consider that he's really against A-Train right now. A-Train? Yes, he disappointed me a little during the last episode. Not only because of that publicity that he filmed. Oh, thank you really to those of you who told me that it was a reference to a Pepsi publicity in which Kendall Jenner was. I watched that ad, you know, after you mentioning it, and clearly it's a parallel of that ad. And it's brilliant, you know, for the writers of The Boys to think about it and to do it with A-Train and to really use the same stuff. And that publicity was so stupid, you know, I mean the original one, so for sure to adapt it for The Boys it was also stupid, and it was really a realistic adaptation. Like you can think that they would have gone further with that, but no, just really you're taking it, you're putting it into this show, and you can see that it's not even more awkward, it's just awkward, like you are just seeing it more obviously. But thank you for that, for saying me that information. Thank you in general to tell me informations like that about stuff that I can't know because I'm not living in US, guys, so I can't have that kind of references, and it was cool, really cool. I'm gonna stop this intro right now because I don't have a lot to say, if not to say that I want to see the consequences now for Hughie and Butcher because they took the compound V. I want to see A-Train, like I thought that you had a conscience now, and in fact no. I should have paid more attention to the fact that when they were pushing you away, when they were not paying attention to you, you were not mad at them, you were mad that they were not paying attention to you and you just wanted their attention, and now you have Homelander's attention again. I should blame myself, you know, because of that. And also, Starlight, what is gonna happen to you now? You're in couple with Homelander and he threatened you to do what he did to Supersonic to Hughie. I'm afraid that at some point she's gonna give up on the mission, you know, doing something against Homelander. Oh, and also Soldier Boy, my theory is the fact that people are gonna see that he's back, so he's gonna be forced to go with vote, you know, like something is gonna happen around that. He can't come back, you know, as a villain. I'm not sure that he's the kind of person who is gonna appreciate that. But coming back into Vought and the fact that he wants his revenge against Vought, he's gonna meet Homelander. And these two, they have something against Vought. I'm afraid of them becoming allies. I saw that some of you think that they're gonna be enemies because they're gonna fight to be the biggest one, or also because just Soldier Boy is gonna come back as a villain. I'm not sure that he's that type of person, even if he wants his revenge. Remember, all of what they showed about him during these flashbacks, it was someone like Homelander, you know, who wants to be loved by people, who love also to be famous and stuff like that. So I'm not sure. We'll see, and I think that we're gonna see that during this episode. I don't want to talk about Deep. His character is really unique. I don't know how to say it in another way, like each time is giving us the most awkward moment. Okay, I'm gonna stop this intro. Let's go for this episode 5. Remember that if you want to have my Patreon, if you want to have this episode, I think that it's earlier during the day. I don't know if it's earlier, you know, one day earlier, no matter what, it's earlier, and with an extended or full reaction part. For now, I think that I only put extended reaction part, but with big episodes like that, it's bigger reaction part, really. Let's go for this episode. I think that inside it's already like 26 or 27 degrees. You know, I have to rush filming these reaction videos just to close my blinds before the sun coming on my window, because it's gonna be awful, you know, when it's gonna happen, it's gonna be awful. For me, inside, I mean. Oh really? You tortured the guy.
We've got to get Kimiko up. Some proper doctor. I don't give a shit about Kimiko. I took a fucking drug. And in case you forgot, I just saved your life.
Butcher, you're lying to yourself.
You killed gunpowder, didn't you? That felt good. For once, I leveled the fucking playing field. The whole point of what we do is that no one should have that kind of power. Well, ain't that just fighting fairies and dancing dildos, eh? I aim to live right down here, mate.
He's becoming a lot like Homelander, you know, the parallels between them during this season is really interesting. Well, you're taking it for the first time, you have some issues. Was it the person on the television, you know, like...
CEO of Vought International.
You've rid us of Stan Edgar and restored honesty, integrity, and innovation to this corporation.
One question. With the changes
I'm sorry! Can you kiss his ass more than that?
Do you think you know better than me? I don't know, maybe you think you should be sitting in my chair and I should be sitting all the way down there and you...
He smiled his eyes each time.
Sorry, I'm so stupid. And you're so great. And, Maureen, you're embarrassing yourself. You should go.
Oh, Ashley!
It was an honor to lead crime analytics for the past 13 years. But all good things must come to an end.
You're
Allow
out?
me to introduce you to the new head of crime analytics. The Deep.
What?
Come on, you did great. Someone with no practical experience. I'm going to tell you.
You're saying that she didn't have any experience? You don't have any brain?
Hashtag dream big. Because Vaughn will make sure the right man. Or, sorry, the right person gets the job.
No weapon or gun or anything.
Soldier Boy?
Killed Soldier Boy.
Look, you know what? I'm going to get you a white phone.
Tell
I'm just trying to get a beat on what part you're most upset about. Is it the part where Soldier Boy's loose in Russia, or the part where I took some temporary compound dates?
It could be both parts. All the parts.
I told you right away, though, right? That's no secret.
You want points for not lying to me?
Mm-hmm.
You could have gotten yourself killed.
We don't have any more. And even if we did, I wouldn't take it. It was awful. Like,
Liar.
absolutely hated it. You loved it. I fucking really loved it. It was all
He did it. He didn't burn the bread.
I wasn't scared. I saved and then
It's a question of confidence in yourself.
I could like teleport. I just punched my butt and I jumped and
No.
So you were right, I was wrong. It was not A-train power, it was teleportation.
but whatever it is, we'll figure it out together. You and me against the world, right? You'll still be a suit.
The suits are so fucking vile. Why do you want to do one again? What are you gonna do with those?
Oh no! You're addict to being a soup, to have
Been
power.
sober 4 months, asshole.
Plan B. I mean, I know it wouldn't be so brilliant for you, but
Maeve, you're drinking again.
It'd send him over the edge. He'd end up killing a million people.
I hated every second.
You hated it?
They just made me more. With great power comes the absolute certainty that you'll turn the right cunt.
Ah, that's not what Spider-Man, Ben is saying.
You're not just a bunch of walking nuclear erections, you know? And it's not just Homelander. I mean, you fucking all got it done.
What now? Oh, you're drunk.
I still think you're too good for me.
I'm thinking like, do I appreciate that? I love these two together. But why not?
A classified lab destroyed. 3 of my contacts in the Kremlin have disappeared already. Do not fuck me. I fuck you.
It was Monsieur Jacques who came to you.
You know him. I know you. You're the one who introduced us. You're the one who pays the debt.
No.
You know, before you die.
Let's no. In French, I mean no. The accent, the sentence. Nope.
You do it today.
She's just a child.
It's never stopped you before.
You have to do it, you did it before. 2 informations that I'm not good with. You're glad? You think that you don't have powers anymore? You're glad, so I'm glad, but I'm not sure that I'm glad for the group, for the story.
That you want to kill. Why are you so desperate to be with people who hate you?
It says a lot about you.
Homelander has agreed to a meeting with you in Blue Hawk.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Yeah.
A meeting?
Pop outside again. Hi.
Hey.
Thanks for coming in such
A meeting is not gonna resolve what that asshole is doing.
You don't want people to say that you're being racist, right? You know, it's actually racist to call somebody racist.
Huh?
I don't know, make an apology or some shit.
What a great idea. Thank you for saying that. I'm sure Homelander would really, really appreciate that.
I think that it's a trap, or at least they are lying to you, something is wrong. They are the real deal now. Oh, you don't know how many years you were taken away? Oi, oi. You're really an asshole. Okay. TSD, it's natural with all of what you read.
I'm not just like the rest of you.
He is a human. Bomb?
You got Janine watching this guy?
He's a fan.
No, this language gets a bit salty, but it's good for her. Are you standing up to the crooks, the corporations, and the legacy media? Hey, you friend me on Facebook? I'll send you some stuff. Janine loves Homelander. He's her favorite. Isn't that right, sweet?
Because Homelander is a psycho piece of shit, that's why.
Daddy!
Is
Explosion just rocked Midtown Manhattan. Early reports indicate 19 are dead.
You know it's him.
Baby, I'm sorry, but Daddy's gotta go.
No, Daddy, I want to go to the science center. Did I do something wrong?
No, my sweet child.
No, baby.
Oh, we have some relation.
Find them myself.
And what you gonna do when you find him? He's well out of your league, son.
Don't treat him like that.
You need us.
You all need each other.
Let me help you with Soldier Boy.
I owe you that much.
And maybe don't go see me no more.
Knowing you already got a lead.
What's that fucking do? You get a public apology, I'll get some publicity. It's a win-win. Just spring this shit on me.
I'm not sure that apologies are gonna help. To have him stop would be better.
I apologize if any of mine have been perceived as being racist, but that is not who I am, okay? Just ask my friends, many of whom are black.
No, the famous, I'm not racist. I have one black friend.
And as a sign of my commitment to you all, I am donating $10,000. I know what a crime is, and the crime just happens to be in black neighborhoods. That's not my fault. Just say sorry, we can get out of here. You know what? Do your research. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I was acting in self-defense.
Black lives matter. All lives matter.
You're gonna kill one of them right now. Only because it's concerning your brother, you're gonna change, maybe.